Hello, my name is Jordan Black. I'm in Humanities 210, Introduction to Humanities. I'm giving this speech to describe the paintings by the artist Alex Grey. Have you ever had a religious experience? Whether you have or have not had a religious experience, this artist depicts through his works what cannot be done through words. I'm not sure where I first saw works by Alex Grey, but I believe it was probably when I saw the artwork from one of the band Tool's albums. I've seen it on people's shirts, and I've also actually seen the album where there's a 3D version of his artwork. I will cover some works by Alex Grey from his collection entitled Sacred Mirrors. I was working at Borders bookstore at the time that I came across a book by Alex Grey that interested me greatly. I was looking at the metaphysical section of Borders when I came across this book. It is interesting to me to note that I found this book there as opposed to the art section where you would normally think of art books to be. I was allowed to take books for home while I worked there for a week at a time, and when I took this book home, I couldn't put it down. The title of the book is Sacred Mirrors, Visionary Art of Alex Grey, and it has been translated in 5 languages and has sold over 100,000 copies, which is very unusual for an art book. Alex Grey is able to show spirituality through paintings. It's hard to be able to explain in words what spirituality is, but his works do give justice to these experiences. Alex Grey has done works for anatomy books. You can see that he is very familiar with the human form inside and out. He has worked on cadavers and also taught anatomy classes, how to draw the human body. His creations are works of art. There is an experience created where the viewer participates with the paintings on a spiritual level. His Sacred Mirrors took 10 years to create. The amount of detail and color choice shows that each work was carefully crafted. The unity in Grey's work does give insight into something that is important, and that is that we need to look inward to be able to be a complete person outward. Grey's works grasp your attention by almost overwhelming the sense of sight. His insight into human experience allows the viewer to see his vision of the miracle of life. He delves deep into the soul and shows in visual form what love is. He shows that human form is truly beautiful and that sharing yourself with someone leads to happiness through interactions with those around you. He shows the body as we see it through our own, and also he shows it through our spiritual eyes. His ability to do this makes the viewer participate and, I believe, hopes that in viewing his work will enrich your life. When you look at the works of art, you really are seeing yourself, and I know this is why he entitled this group of works as Sacred Mirrors. We really step outside of the way that we see the world and step into the vision of Alex Grey and how he sees the world. I think that is very important, being able to create a world and let others be a part of it, and he really does that through his works of art. The strong form that is created allows us to give our undivided attention to his works and even begs us to go deeper and find the meaning behind the works of art. The context of Grey's work is focused on human beings. The meaning of the work of art is inside ourselves, and Grey leaves it to us to find the meaning. Grey has embraced psychedelic drugs, and it seems evident through the vibrant colors that remind you of the 60s. The meaning of the work of art by Grey is something that you must find yourself. When I was looking through his book, I was also learning about other spiritual things. I came across books that were about Toltecs and their wisdom. I think that Grey's works and Toltec wisdom are very similar, and that it shows you have to take control of who you are and how you interact with the world. You cannot control what happens around you, but you do have control of what happens inside you, your thoughts, your reactions, and what you do with those experiences. I've seen tattoos of works by Alex Grey, their artwork depicted on their bodies. For someone to be willing to permanently put something on their body says a lot about the person's ability to create something that people can connect to. One person who reviewed a show where Alex Grey did a live painting said, The event was a great example of the expanding nature of what it means to be a visual artist in the 21st century. It highlighted the self-direct, cross-disciplinary aspects of working as a visual artist. Collaborative projects and events, first and foremost, have a strong personal voice and vision as a platform, be it expressing personal, spiritual, social, or global experience and narratives. Please take the time to look at this artist's works, and I think you will be glad that you did. Hopefully it will open up your interest in spirituality as it has done for me. Thank you for listening.